M. The sun is coming up, so the light may change as I film. But here we go. This is the Unpopular Opinions book tag. I'm just going to jump right in. Question number 1, a popular book or series you didn't like. I didn't really enjoy the Shades of Magic series all that much. It's the only V.E. Schwab I've read. I really loved the first book. I didn't care for the second book. I've talked about that, a lot in various videos. I don't like contest fiction where there's some kind of contest, and that was the core. Also, the focus on Lila didn't really work for me. And then I felt like the third book was somewhat better, but still a bit of a slog. It tried to do almost too much to wrap everything up. So that, I guess, counts. I don't know how popular that series is now. I know Schwab is very popular. I still might try to read Vicious or Villainous or whichever one that is. I might still give that one a try. We'll see. Question number 2, a popular book or series that everyone seems to hate. I see a lot of hate for the Raven Cycle. Now it's been a long time since I've read it, but I did really love that series when I read it. I haven't been able to get into the Dreamer books as much. I tried Call Down the Hawk and I couldn't get into it. I might still try it again later, but it wasn't working for me when I picked it up. So, maybe that one. Have I read any other series that people seem to hate that I love? I don't think so. Yeah. Question number 3. A love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you didn't want them to end up with, or an OTP, one true pairing that you don't like. I only read the first 2 Twilight books. I don't really care for Edward or Bella. Maybe I don't care that they ended up together. I did always think... I only read the first 2, and I've never seen the movies. I always thought Jacob was a better guy in general, but then things I've heard about what happens later makes me question that as well. I don't know. It feels like maybe he got the consolation prize because people were upset that he wasn't getting Bella. But, so that's one. I love Cardcaptor Sakura, and I think Lee and Sakura are really cute, but I don't feel inspired by that pair. Which that's probably pretty unpopular. I know a lot of people love Lee and Sakura, but yeah, those are ones that come to mind, I guess. It wasn't really a love triangle. It was Lestat and Louis, and I always kind of wished they had managed to get back together. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't seem to read a lot of love triangle stories, maybe. Question 4, a popular book genre that you hardly reach for. I do not read high fantasy. I've talked about this before. I try, and it's too much work for me. I admire the effort and the skill that goes into world building high fantasy, but I just cannot get any kind of what's the motivation to read it. I also don't tend to read sci-fi at all. I don't dislike it, I don't think. I just don't reach for it. Question 5, a popular or beloved character that you do not like. I probably have to go to film or television for this, maybe. I can't think of any books that really fit it, because usually with a book, if I don't like a character, I put the book down. So nothing springs to mind where I'm like, oh, I hated that character and everybody loves them. They almost certainly exist. I'm drawing a blank, because normally it's more oh, I'm really not into a lot of these Marvel characters or Star Wars characters. Those are the ones where I'm like, oh no, I'm not, I didn't really care for the character of Boba Fett. I do like The Mandalorian. I'm not into the whole Marvel, like, I don't know, I find Wanda not all that cool. I really hate Doctor Strange. He's obnoxious. So, characters like that, I guess, they're popular. I didn't like them. Number 6, a popular author that you can't seem to get into. Brandon Sanderson. I tried. I picked up, what was it, The Way of Kings. Just, no. And again, it goes back to that high fantasy thing. It's not my genre. And, but everybody's like, oh, but he's so good. And, and I got 100 pages in, but that book is like 1,000 pages long, you guys. 1,000 pages. And I was like, there's already too much to keep track of. And I was not interested enough in what was going on with any of those characters to keep reading. So, sorry. Number 7, a popular book trope that you're tired of seeing. Everybody wants to write like the anti-hero or the villain as the main character kind of thing. Lately, I think there's kind of this romance with villains. And I should say, I haven't, have I read any of those? I don't know. I just, tired of, I'm tired of all the usual things. I'm tired of the manic pixie dream girl. I'm tired of the not like other girls thing. I get tired of all that stuff. They're perennial favorites, I guess. I don't read high fantasy. I used to read a lot of high fantasy, but I got tired of the quest storyline and the king either is or isn't evil, or there's a, I don't know. I just... Number 8, a popular series that you have no interest in reading, like the Bridgerton books. I love historical romance, historical fiction, but after seeing the Bridgerton, the first season series of it, nah. I don't have any desire to read it. And number 9, the saying goes, the book is always better than the movie, but what movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the book? I read Gone Girl, and I really disliked it. There was nobody in that book I felt to like. But I really enjoyed David Fincher movies, so I went ahead and saw Gone Girl, and I actually found it more palatable as a film than I did as a book. So that's the one time that comes to mind where I'm like, yeah, I enjoyed the movie way more than the book. I haven't read any other Gillian Flynn? I don't know how she says her name. But, if they're all similar to Gone Girl, then they're probably not my thing. That's another, I don't... like a genre, I don't know. Thrillers are having their day, and horror is big right now, and no, not for me. Those are genres that I don't mind a good thriller now and then, and I went through my Stephen King, Dean Koontz phase early on. So, I guess I could always loop back and pick up some new stuff, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not in the mood for that. Maybe it's just the way the world's been going the past couple of years. I don't need more horror. I need things that are light and fluffy and like magical realism. See, I don't like high fantasy, but I like when there's fantastical elements like embedded in the natural world. And yet, every time I hear about this Addie LaRue book, I'm just like, yuck, that sounds boring and awful. So maybe V.E. Schwab just isn't for me. I want to try one more thing by her, though, just in case. Because I really did like the first Shades of Magic book. And I like the character of Kellen that I really liked, and then like he became awful because all of the focus and power went to Lila instead, and it just nah. Anyway, that's it. Those are my unpopular opinions. Sorry for rambling. I will see you soon with my monthly wrap up. I have managed to finish 3 books this month, and hopefully maybe in the next 10 days I'll be able to finish one more and get to at least 4 for the month of March. Here's hoping. And so, like, comment, subscribe, share, tell me your unpopular opinions, tell me why I'm wrong about things, and I will see you next time.